Leave at 6:15. We got a banquet to go to.
I told Manning we'd be done at 6:15.
That's good. I'm gonna be done at 6:15.
You're good, Jared?
You're good, Steve. Go.
All right, everyone, welcome. I will call the March 24th, 2025 meeting order for the Richland County Executive Finance Standing Committee. Roll call, Mr. Kalish.
Carol.
Here.
Manning. Here. Gill. Glassburner.
Here.
Woodhouse. Turk.
Here.
Brain. Williamson.
Yep.
And Cooley.
Here.
You have,
All right, we are complying with the open meetings law.
yes, Mr. Fair, meeting's probably wrong.
Agenda approval, we've got 15 points on the agenda. Motion by Manning, second by Cooley. Do I need to mention, we'll talk about what we're gonna add to that? Only a call. All right. If there's no discussion on the 15-point agenda, all those in favor of approving as posted signify by saying aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? All right, public comment. Oh, no, minutes. Minutes from March 13th. Anybody with corrections, additions? If not, I will state those as approved as public. All right, now we can go to public comment. Item number 6. Anybody online or in the facilities here with public comment? All right, seeing or hearing none, go into item number 7, discussion of possible action, resolution, making a deficiency appropriation in various accounts. Mr. Capely.
Okay, so the resolution is thrown up on the screen. Sorry, you can pull up things here. You all have it in your packet, right?
Mr. Chair, I'm using my phone because I can't get it to pull into my packet, so I have it up on the website.
Okay. Deficiencies,
You can pull it up on the screen.
I can read them, there's just these 3, correct?
Yes, there's only 3. I'll pull it up here.
UW Richland outlay, which would be $12,709.77.
Yep.
Richland County Fair, $15,780.09.
Yep.
And dog licenses, $782.11. For a grand total of $29,271.97. That is what we're looking at. What we do every year. Let's put it on the floor in case anybody wants to discuss it. This would be a resolution. Mr. Cooley makes a motion, seconded by Mrs. Flashbrenner. Anybody with discussion topics on this? 3 items. Derek, information, it's a typical UW Richland outlay, but,
So let me pull up the reports. We got new ones in our system, so they're a little different.
okay.
Okay, so 132 is the campus, and you'll recall when we budgeted that back in 2023, we didn't know what we were going to be paying for expenses. So that $12,000 is basically just the added expenses of maintaining those buildings, which we didn't know we were going to have to be responsible for. So when we did the 2024 budget, remember we added more money in there, so, the 2025 budget, I'm sorry, then we added more money in there. So this is just basically, we had all those expenses we didn't know we were going to have. So that's what that deficiency appropriations for. And then as we do every year, we usually just in the first meeting of March, but we've been a little busy lately. We're just taking the money, all these monies come from the general fund to basically refill those buckets, because you'll remember these balances carry over from year to year to year. So we don't want to start 2025 with a deficiency, right? So we're putting that money back into that budget. So that's the $12,709.77. Don't have a breakdown of all those expenses, but we can run the balance sheet and see that that's what that account is. Questions about that? Again, we did adjust for that in 2025 by adding more money there, knowing that we would be responsible for added costs.
Anybody else with questions on the other 2 remaining?
Is the fair amount a pretty typical amount?
Well, not exactly. So the fair amount is 168. That was under budget for expenses by 12,000, but we were also under budget for revenues by 28. And you'll remember we had that really bad day with weather and stuff. Actually, what was one day we booked that entertainment, and then it was not great weather. It was actually quite cold. And then it just, didn't generate the turnout for the weekend and weather. And so while it's not great to have that, it's also not it's happened before, right? Because we can't predict the weather. It's flooded before and those kinds of things too. So again, Josh, if you want to add more.
Yeah, a lot of that actually came down to the Tales Old Time is deferred maintenance. That probably had a lot to do with it. We did a lot of upgrades and stuff last year, but we covered that out of CIP. But what we did have is a lot of like unforeseen breakdowns, water lines, electrical, and then some structural stuff as well that had to be addressed before the fair could even start. And those bills aren't cheap.
If there's nothing for that one, I'll go to Fund 81, that's the dog license fund. Again, this one was under budget, revenues by $900, so we can go have people, register their doggies and get that money for tags, but we do our best to estimate what those revenues are, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, it's just a little under this year, so that's where the 787.31. I think it's 77.31, right? 782.11, sorry, there was a receivable of $5.20 that was picked up, so that's what that deficiency is. Again, that's not uncommon for that one either. It's a little higher than it has been in previous years, but again, we can only predict how much people are gonna register dogs, so. If there's no other questions, that's all I have for the summary. All the other accounts appear to be okay, or if they did show a negative balance, it's because there's timing with revenues still coming in the first quarter of the year. It's not uncommon for the larger departments to receive revenues quarter one of, for the last quarter in quarter one of the following year. So that's all I have, Mr. Chair.
Good. If there's no other questions, we'll take a vote on moving this resolution to full county board at the next board meeting. Oh, we have a move, we're good. We're good here. All in favor of moving on to full county board, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, that takes care of that one. Item 8, discussion and possible action, approval to amend the register of deeds fee schedule. Item 8. That is in our packet, I assume. There it is, 8A, 8B. Let's see.
So there's the cover page, the resolution, and then the proposed fee schedule submitted by the register of deeds in the packet. See it?
Did you get a chance to look at these? Probably hard to see on the phone.
No, I got it to pull up.
Okay.
So yes.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Cooey, seconded by Mr. Turk. Any discussion on the resolution as presented in our packets?
I don't know what it cost before, so I don't know how much it would increase.
Yeah, Mr. Carroll, question, clarification.
Tapestry is our online service for the nosy neighbor to look up to see who lives next door. And the print fees were less than what we're actually supposed to charge according to statute. So the increase for the Tapestry print fee is actually bringing it up to standard. So that one should have been done a while back.
Thank
And the rest are new fees, based on people wanting to use credit cards to pay for services and having us send them out overnight. And also for e-recording, our software will now allow people to record or send documents electronically to us. And the $4 fee is what they pay to use that service. So that would be our share of it. They pay $7, I believe is what it is. So $3 goes to our software company and the $4 would come to us. And that's a new service as well.
I would say they look all right to me. If it isn't enough, it's good for my question.
Well, it's a start at least.
Okay.
The mail service fee was never being charged before, and we're getting more and more people that just don't want to come to the office. So for their convenience, it costs us, postage has gone up quite a bit. It's now 73 cents for a first class stamp. If they're ordering multiple copies, they want a bigger envelope so they aren't all folded up and crunched. And so the envelopes are expensive, and this is just a way to recoup our expense. It's not making any money, but it's gonna help pay for those services. and offset our expenses.
Any other questions on the fee increases and new fees? If not, I will take a vote. All those in favor of moving this on to full county board signify by saying aye.
All right.
Aye. Anyone opposed? All right, thank you, Deb.
Thank you.
Back to our agenda. Item 9, closed session. Chair may entertain a motion to enter closed session pursuant to 1985 financial, medical, social, or personal history, disparate data of specific persons, and so on and so forth. Mr. Manning makes a motion.
Could I have a 10 in that as well?
We will include item 10 in that as well, and those people allowed will be committee members, Christian Clements, and Derek and Josh.
We have a second.
No idea, sorry.
Second, from Ingrid. And John Hookmer online will be allowed. Kendall, and as I said, Derek and Josh. We have everyone. All those in favor of going into closed session signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Nobody's opposed, so we, in closed session eventually here.
Get everyone.
Has to be unanimous vote to go to closed session. All right.
Hang on. Okay.
And you're good?
I think so. Is that still in there?
Oh, yeah, you gotta end it.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. I think, does it take a while for them to leave the break out session one?
Click on where it says breakout session.
Oh, down here?
No, up at the top in the heading. Is there a clicker? Okay, there's not.
Says there's 2 people. I think usually it gives like a minute before it
Okay.
looks back.
Where
to
your
the-
choices, just check, see what there is for more on those 3 dots there.
I clicked this one, let anyone join, I thought it all up, come back in, but
What else did it have there for? Those the only 2 choices?
yeah.
Okay,
Reset, see if that resets it.
yes. Reset, yep.
It's all, should be.
Nope, they're still there.
I think it's just a 60-second thing. I think you can change that in the setting, but
Maybe pop us into the breakout session and we'll just,
And then there's no host.
Okay,
and then
Just close the lobby, but
I don't think we should.
can people not hear in the lobby go?
I
Like,
don't know. That's fair.
Why don't you just ask them? No, they're still in there.
Elaine or Joanne, can you hear me? If you can, say yes.
If you,
yes. Oh, there we go.
good.
Okay.
It says start, so.
We'll just have to keep an eye out if anybody joins.
All good, Derek?
Yeah.
All right, we are back in open session and there's no action on the items discussed in closed session. Any correspondence? None? Future agenda items, get them to me or Derek. I think we might have a couple update on where we're at on one of them. And our normal first of the month items that will be coming through. No other future agenda items from remaining members. Mr. Manning, motion to adjourn. Motion seconded by Mr. Carroll. All those in favor of adjourning until April 8th at 5 p.m. signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? All right. A little bit later than I thought.